Wow, it's cold here. I'm in Illinois and it got nice for a few days and now it's cold again.
We'll gladly trade you. It's the AC's on and we're inside.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Wow.
not to interrupt, because it's warm by where I am as well. I've got the fan on in my room, but we are live. So I'll also watch the Facebook feed in case anyone has questions. I think we're going to be on a little bit of a delay in terms of just the Zoom signal is maybe like 5 seconds later on Facebook. So, but I can't imagine that'll be a problem. It's not like I don't know if you've seen the movie Scream, but there's a scene where they're in a van and they're watching out for the killer and they're on a delay. So as long as no one with a Scream mask jumps out of my closet, I think we'll be fine.
Excellent.
So I saw on your social media posts that you've been busy making pizzas.
Yeah, I've got 4 dough balls sitting in the kitchen rising right now.
So you make them completely from scratch.
Yes, I have a slightly different recipe going on with.
I got nice for a few days and now it's cold again.
We'll gladly trade you. I'm sitting in the kitchen rising right now.
So I'm hearing the delay.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to just set everything up.
Oh, okay.
So I think it should be good. Yeah, I have it on mute. So
okay.
Yeah.
That was a little strange.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I went from hearing it's cold here in Illinois to we have dough balls that are going to be formed into pizzas. It was very, very strange.
Yeah.
Perfect response to it's cold here.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, Heather, I was telling Heather I was just watching the video for, I guess for the song in which the what we're looking at, the puppets were made.
Don't fail me.
It was really cool.
Thank you.
It reminded me of a lot of the work that like Guar and Green Jello have done. So it's unique. It's something I haven't seen in a very long time. But it was different than things I've even seen in the past. So definitely thumbs up for those of you out there who are watching. If you get the chance to check out Dead Register's new video on YouTube, you should definitely do that. It's called "Don't Fail Me," and it's a solid song and it's a solid video.
We're super duper proud of the video, yeah, and the song is pretty cool too.
Yeah, I guess we're here to write songs too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really creative. I read the story, the behind the video and the idea for the video, and I just thought it was really, really, really creative, and especially what you were talking about, doing it during these times. I think it was a brilliant idea, and the video was just phenomenal.
Thank you very much.
April worked on this.
Yeah,
so
go
many
ahead.
hours.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, that must have taken a lot of time.
It was an arts and crafts party featuring me and this fella over here.
Yeah. Very, very creative. I can't say that I've ever seen anything like it before. So I really enjoyed it.
Go on. I'm sorry. Well, I was going to say it worked out really well. I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing our T-shirt for the show, which depicts a scene from the movie Death Wish 3.
Oh.
but I've superimposed my face and Heather's face over it, so it looks like Heather is firing a machine gun.
Nice.
So it was great when I was promoting your video. There was a scene in which I think you have either a flamethrower or a machine gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it fit really nicely in the promo because it looked like both, but both of you were armed with weapons. So it was a nice, I didn't expect to be able to compliment it as well as it worked out. But it was good.
Nice. Nice.
We're all here to destroy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, we just have the carcass face of Randy. He couldn't make it because of Mother's Day today, but he's here in spirit.
Yeah.
Or anti-spirit, that would be just the shell or the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardboard.
But
Yeah.
yeah, well, the video, as Heather was saying before, really excellent. The song is good, and I didn't really know necessarily what to expect from the music because I hadn't really heard the band before. But then I also listened to the song "Captive," and it's great. I'm always on the lookout for music that I can share with anyone. So I feel like your music falls into that category where I can share it with friends who have tastes in all sorts of genres. It's just good, it's just good music.
Awesome.
That's our unofficial MO.
Gotcha.
So
Fun times for grannies and kids of all ages.
I mean, yeah, that's not necessarily the word choice I would have used, but I'll go with it. Fun times for grannies and kids of all ages.
Except for our caption video might not fly well with kids, or maybe it will. Who knows? But
I mean, YouTube says it doesn't fly well for anybody under 18, but hey, what does YouTube know?
Right. And I mean, and if you see some of the content out there on TikTok or whatever, it seems like the line in the sand has changed, so much. So I would imagine that this is probably fine for for high school kids or even junior high, I would say.
yeah, no family yet. Captive. If you haven't checked out our captive video, you have to go to our page because unsearchable on YouTube now.
Yeah, they made it age restricted, so you can't actually search for it. Thanks.
Gotcha.
But thank you for again. I can't remember if I know it's only been about 4 minutes, but thank you for having us on your show, and thank you for taking the time to listen and watch our media.
Yeah, it's ours.
It's a pleasure to have you on. I have one of your CDs. I really enjoy your music. It's really very much in my wheelhouse.
Thanks.
We are happy to be in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's very good. And what are you working on? Are you working on? You're working on new music now. Is that correct?
Actually, we have a full-length LP ready to go. We're just trying to figure out what to do with it. It's recorded, mixed, mastered. Trying to figure out if we're going to release it ourselves or if a label might be able to go to bat for us to get us a little bit further into the hands of naive listeners.
Who can we find to help trick people into liking us?
Well, that you've come to the right place, certainly. So we can definitely help with that.
Sweet.
Whatever, yes. Please, por favor, yes. Let's make that happen. Ah!
Do you have
Can
any
you see the
label?
look of excitement on our faces?
Do you have any labels in mind or that you're going to approach? I mean, you don't have to name any names, but do you have any in mind that you're going to submit it to?
We have a handful of little options in the mix right now, so we're just kind of in a wait and see pattern. Kind of, you know,
Yeah.
discussing things and
Chatting and hearing secondhand. Hearing
I'm,
firsthand.
I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing you when you speak.
How about
That's a little bit better.
okay. Yeah, we're chatting with some label people now, and a lot of surprising, a small handful of very cool labels are having their ear on our new LP right now.
I'm still having trouble hearing you.
Uh-oh. Andrew, can you hear us?
Yeah, well, you were fading in and out. Maybe if you move the mic closer, if you can.
How about
yeah,
now?
that's much better.
All right. So in short, yeah, we have a handful of labels that we're kind of talking with right now. If we're going for a label route this go around with our new LP. And in the interim, we're writing another new LP that's just about done to follow this LP that's already recorded. So we're kind of
we're backlogged, but, you know, par for the course.
Are you going to be incorporating the figures that you have into more videos?
I don't know about these specific figures, but I mean, we're both huge puppetry fans, so we're definitely gonna incorporate more puppetry in our upcoming pieces of media content.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful. It's great to sort of see, like, I really enjoy when, you know, artists take, you know, a completely, I don't want to say a radical approach, but where they become more visual, and there's like a complementary visual feel to the music. So, and as Heather pointed out, I mean, this is really what you've done. I haven't really seen before. So it's really been cool to kind of be introduced to your music, but also be introduced to the video. And
yeah.
it's been great. I'm excited to hear that you have new music coming out also.
Yeah. So at some point this year, it will be released.
Gotcha.
Through the label. So
Yeah,
be prepared.
it'll be probably later in the year because we're already what, in May now.
Yeah. Give or take. It's 6 months from now, at the least, there should be some new records floating around.
But yeah, you're faded out again.
6 months from now, there should be hopefully a new vinyl LP of Dead Register in some form or fashion available.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. So by the end of the year, probably.
That would be the goal.
Gotcha. Cool. Heather, you had a question?
I'm sorry?
No, I was just, it sounded like you had a question, but
I was just gonna ask if if venues are opening up there, if you're able to play any music live.
Slowly, very slowly. I think everybody's just kind of approaching it a little cautiously. I mean, as far as like in the city, like we're seeing a lot of shows booked and a lot of like, you know, tours being booked and scheduled. So we'll see how all that actually plays out. We haven't actually booked anything yet.
Yeah.
Where are you, by the way? I know you and Heather were talking briefly about what the weather was like, but I don't know if you mentioned the city you're in.
We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, Atlanta. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I'm a little bit south of Charleston, South Carolina right now.
All right.
And actually my brother went to Emory. so I've been to Atlanta to visit him. It's a nice place.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes, I guess that's the caveat with anything.
It has the potential to be nice when it wants to
Right,
be.
right. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, we're sort of spread out. I guess Atlanta, Charleston, Illinois. Um, yeah, it's interesting to think. I guess I can't remember if you had said it's warmer down there where you are, or if it got cold again.
It's like 81 degrees right now, and
Okay.
hot and humid.
Yeah, so it's the same around. Yeah, we've got the same. Unfortunately, Heather is still in the ice box.
Yeah, yeah. It's May, for crying out loud. Why is it still 40 degrees here?
Oh, we're envious. Some firewood for our fire pit that we're not going to use because it's 80.
So
Yeah.
We like hoodie weather and jacket weather, so we're
we're living in the wrong place, but okay, yeah.
You guys should come up here. It's sweater weather. That's what I like to call it. Sweater weather.
Yes. So-
It's funny because I keep thinking that you're upset because of the look on the face of your puppet. So I have to remind myself that you're probably not so angry, even though you're really close. But
There's no
Yeah.
anchors here today. This is a happy face.
yeah.
This
But,
is just being joyful.
Right.
Actually, we're here to talk about our new Botox.
Right. Yeah. No, I was wondering. I didn't want to push it, but I was wondering when the beauty care regimen was going to be talked about.
Beauty care regimen.
We've expanded. We're not just selling t-shirts. We're now selling Botox and beauty
Right.
creams.
So if you go to Bandcamp, not only can you get the latest music and information about Dead Register, but if you want to get rid of those unsightly liver spots and check
Wrinkles.
out and look 20 years younger.
Or burn the skin off your face accidentally. We've got you covered.
Gotcha. Cool.
Well, I saw the pickles, the post about the pickles, and the Dead Register pickles.
They're delicious. They're Kelly's Death Pickles. They're available locally through Kelly's Death Pickles on Facebook and Death Pickles on Instagram. If you wanted to get them shipped to you.
What do you get when you cross a pickle and a female deer?
What?
You get a dildo.
Very good.
We're
Yeah.
all
Did I say high school age before? I just want to make sure that's still applicable. Yeah.
Is that high school appropriate?
When I was teaching, I probably would have let that fly. What maybe that's it's good I'm not teaching anymore. But I think that I'll let that one's fine.
no for you.
Hey, at some point, I mean, this is just me spitballing off the top of my head, but at some point, I'm thinking, Heather, maybe you and I should create puppets of these guys, of you and I, and then it can be like an Easter egg in an upcoming video.
That would be awesome. That'd be a huge honor for us. I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm just putting it out there. Obviously, there's no, but it might, diehard fans watching the video might be like, oh, I know that guy with the hat. Although I wouldn't want to co-opt your look because you've got the hat already and I'm wearing a fedora in here, so I might have to ditch the fedora.
Spacesuit.
What was that?
Spacesuit.
Oh
You get
yeah,
to be an
see,
astronaut.
yeah, I have a purple leisure suit. I could rock that. I don't know if that vibe goes with what you're looking for in terms of your artistic vision, but
Anything goes.
yeah, I got that sense that was okay, but I just, obviously this is your thing, so I just wanted to make sure all the pieces fit.
We're just here to party, drink coffee, and talk human words.
Drink
So-
coffee. Now you're speaking my language. Drink coffee.
Yeah, let's see those mugs.
Delicious.
Cowboy coffee. But yeah, they're great. We've been doing interviews with these, and it's so much easier to just be ourselves because we're kind of one dimensional as it is. And this is
One-dimensional, lack of color, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I had a brain injury a while ago, so now that I've had it for a long time, seeing floating heads that I'm talking to is not so strange. Thankfully it didn't happen 3 years ago, but it's all good. And yes, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot. I was trying to make a joke about something and I completely forgot what I was saying. So, but I'll tag Heather in.
No, I get what you're saying about one dimensional, and yeah, it kind of, the puppets in the video, and what we deal with in life and dealing with other people and the way other people are, and yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from with that.
It's been a very one-dimensional world, in these recent times. So it's, I don't know, we feel like it's kind of fitting.
Yeah, and
And
plus
it's probably, go on, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, plus it's, kind of seems like it's more all-inclusive.
Take them. Sorry, could you take that all inclusive a step further?
Like with the puppets and using the puppets, and it kind of seems like, it would be including everyone, and not excluding any particular, like what you were saying before, color or, race or anything like that. It would be more inclusive.
We actually have a very green Kermit the Frog behind us too. Yeah. A vintage Kermit the Frog doll, which maybe he'll make an appearance before we go today. But yeah, so future things, yeah, to come back, the new LP that we have probably 3 or 4 ideas for music videos. Maybe April can talk about one of those.
I'm for one of them, I would love to include some life-size ventriloquist dummies. That's about all I'm going to say about that. That's going to be a whole different challenge to create life-size puppets that either somebody has to be inside or otherwise manipulate. But I guess we'll figure it out, just like we figure everything else out.
Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. And I might recommend, there's a scene in Being John Malkovich that includes life-size puppets that are being manipulated. So you may want to watch that movie for research. Um, I mean,
Been a while.
I happen to have a lot of movie trivia handy, and sometimes it comes, it comes in helpful when people talk about wanting to use life-size puppets, and I can access Being John Mal. Oh, there's Kermit.
Hello there. But yeah, King Kong Outfit is very cool.
Yeah.
We will rewatch.
We watch a lot of movies.
Gotcha. Yeah. And there's another. Is that? I don't remember. I don't remember that puppet from Sesame Street or the Muppets.
That was the second doll that I had in my hand when I was a kid. I
Gotcha.
think her name was Harvey 2. Hello, I'm Harvey 2. I'm made out of socks, but I am not a puppet.
Gotcha.
Well, I think they're future videos, I think, are going to be pretty creative.
Yeah,
Forward to it.
it kind of flies under the radar, but we've made 5 music videos so far, all in-house here, with April directing all of them. So anything that you see online is, we've tried to DIY everything ourselves, mostly with April as the head artistic director.
I am the head. I'm also a head. Waka waka.
Yep. That was it. Well, that was, yeah, nice setup. But yeah, well, it's cool. It's cool that it's like a 360-degree operation. You're making the music, you're shooting the videos, you're keeping everything in house. You're really, it's like an artistic, vision that's following through on everything. That's really great. I mean, I think there are probably few bands out there that I know that would be able to do everything themselves and have it come off so well. Most of the time they'd have to work with like an outside person to come in. So it's really cool that you're able, and I mean, I would imagine now, especially with the pandemic still keeping things somewhat limited, that it's given you an opportunity to have a creative outlet.
It helps.
That's cool. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Go on.
Oh no, I was gonna meander and say a bunch of disjointed words. That we were lucky enough to be staying with April's parents for the last year and a couple months, and they had a basement we could make this puppet show in.
Cool.
We made a mess. We took their entire basement, turned it into scrap cuts of cardboard and wood and glue and strings and cursing. Lots of cursing. Yeah.
Explosion of cardboard and glue sticks and printer paper.
And also, we filmed everything you see in the background is projections that we filmed and projected to. So there was a large sheet with projections going on we left that down there for many a weeks.
And it was wonderful because during the fire scenes, you could see the fire through the back windows. And if you watch from the street, it looked like my parents' house was on fire.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been staying at my parents' house for about the last year as well, although I haven't been as artistic in the basement as I probably could have been. But yeah. Well, I mean, it's inspiring to sort of hear what you've been up to and just how creative it is and how successful and how good it looks. I don't think, for me personally, I think talking to a band that makes music, I don't think that many of them would be able to create what you've done with such a great visual. Um, I think there are certainly bands out there who could direct their own videos or come up with good ideas. But I mean, essentially, what you've done here, creating your own puppets that work, is incredible. And I'm excited to because I believe you'll probably pull off life-size puppets. So I'm excited to see how you go about doing that.
Yeah, I'm curious how I'm gonna do that too. It'll be a journey together.
Yes, but a fun, a fun one, I hope. And then you'll have life-size puppets at the end of it.
And it's I mean the challenge is we try to keep our music videos down to a $200 budget. So, woo, yeah, we can knock that out for $200. We'll be very happy.
Chicken wire, some plaster, some paper, some glue. Hey,
Yeah.
Well, I think if you use practical effects to the best of your ability, you can probably keep it within that $200 range. I have never made a music video before, so I could just be, making this up as I go. But it would seem that you're on a good track. It's a creative idea. It's not out of the realm of being able to do it. With puppets and stuff like that. And as long as you can tell a good story and play a good song, at the end of the day, I think that's all people care about.
I feel confident that we can do both. We need more eyes and ears on our and as everybody wants that, but I have to say it out loud because maybe I can will it into existence. We need more eyes and is that an ear?
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I just be a braid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the goal of our program. When Heather created this show, it was, I think it was meant as an opportunity for people to get more eyes and ears on artists they normally wouldn't, find on their own. And of course, I don't want to put any words in Heather's mouth, so she can feel free to jump in whenever she wants.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the vision, and have a platform for artists and musicians. And I think it's great you've been able to incorporate music and art together, which to me is the perfect combination. And I just want to give people a platform, and and the beauty of this is we have a worldwide audience. So that's the beauty of the internet, is everyone around the world has the potential to be able to see. And we want to try to get it out there to as many people as possible.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
As far as we know, there's probably someone on every continent, maybe not Antarctica right now, who could be watching or might watch in the future. So
It's the rogue penguins with like high tech.
yeah,
Stuff.
I'm not going to say nothing is off limits, but certainly you could see,
Hello.
if anyone in Antarctica is watching, now they've got there's potential penguins, and
See, there's something for everyone.
absolutely.
Anything is game. Anything.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. I think, I was certainly surprised because I didn't really know what to expect with the music. And nor did I know what to expect with the video either. But both were like welcome surprises that I was like, oh, this is, again, I know I've already said this, but this is music and a video that I can send to anyone.
And please do.
I will.
Repeatedly.
Usually my litmus test is my mom, because I'll get her on my podcast sometimes, and she's typically a fan of Billy Joel. So trying to find music for us to connect on is difficult since I'm more of a heavier kind of metal person. But anytime I listen to music that I know there could be a crossover or appeal to both, then it's like a win-win. So and now that I've seen the video, it's also like, yeah, we can watch a video, we can and I feel like that's my 3-year-old nephew is going to be visiting soon, so I feel like especially when you were putting the head upside down, he loves like if I'm on FaceTime with him and I turn the screen upside down, he starts laughing. So yeah, this will be a perfect opportunity.
Hello.
And he won't, he
Oh,
won't
no,
understand
I'm getting your
anything.
braid.
You want what?
He won't understand, so it can be R-rated because I don't think he'll understand anything. It's all good. But yeah, so I'm curious about the coffee intake. Is that because for me personally, I drink a lot of it, so I didn't know if that was like a focal point of the work process for you guys, or if that's just a fun pastime.
It's a focal point of life.
Yeah, that's I sort of, it's very similar. But like my brother drinks tea, and he and I will often argue about the merits of coffee versus tea. So anytime I meet somebody who also thinks coffee is a life focal point, I'm always really happy.
I think our blood is probably 98% coffee at this point.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, Heather, go on. I'm sorry.
Now, when you say cowboy coffee, is that, are you just throwing it in a pan? The grounds in a pan, or how are you preparing this cowboy coffee?
Well, it's French roast actually, and I have this wonderful cowboy hat on that doesn't fit my head. So, and there's coffee in my mouth. Therefore, it is cowboy coffee.
Okay.
Gigantic
get it.
air quotes.
Yeah.
I get it now. Okay. I thought maybe it was the way that you were preparing it that made it cowboy coffee.
Yeah, not to be confused with real cowboy coffee. This is all, yeah, it's smoke and mirror coffee. I'm not a real cowboy. There's not room for cowboys in the wild southeast.
Where what are we west of? I don't even know.
We are west of
I think you're west of
Charleston.
me. You're west of Charleston.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So
Yeehaw.
as far as I know, you're a legitimate cowboy compared to me being a city slicker in Charleston.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it. For the purpose of promotion of this fine puppet show video, I'll take it.
Yeah, let's not take the magic away.
And that's the beauty of the internet too. You can be whatever you want to be.
To a point in our modern day culture.
We want to be what's a good ravenously successful as a cult band. So still trying to figure out the angle on that.
Yeah.
On the internet and in real life.
Yes, ravenously successful as a cult band on the internet and in life. I feel like that could be a new T-shirt. If you maybe pictures of the two puppets on the front, and then underneath it could have that slogan. Or on the back, just say "Dead Register" on the front, have the photo, and then on the back, ravenously successful cult band on the internet and in real life.
Okay. Yes. When I repost this live video, I'll I'll see if we can throw together a wonderful graphic at the very least as a starting point, as a jumping point.
Oh, you can do it in MS Paint.
I'm also a top tier MS Paint artist, so perhaps I can whip that up for us too. Yeah, we're awesome like that.
Yeah, well, you know, I think I end up using Preview a lot of the time to make promos. So I don't know if that might be more of a knockoff MS Paint type thing.
Whoa, you use bootleg MS Paint?
That
Yeah,
is amazing.
yeah. I mean, you know, I'm more of an my background's not necessarily in creative design or anything, so I just use whatever bootleg program came with the computer.
Uh,
And,
you know what the most popular bootleg Photoshop software is called?
what's that?
This is not a joke. It sounds like I'm setting up for a punchline. It's called GIMP. GIMP. GIMP.
GIMP?
GIMP.
As in
Lovely.
as in Pulp Fiction.
As in,
The
release
GIMP's asleep?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I mean, at this point, I feel compelled to have to check it out.
Please do. Or not. You know. Release
Yeah, well, I mean, how can I not at this point? But so do you? I mean, aside from the giant puppets, which is a possible idea for the next one, do you have other videos that you're planning on shooting before the next album comes out?
And we're just kind of, unfortunately, we're in a holding pattern. Like, we've been sitting on this record for a good bit because we didn't want to just release it and not be able to support it with tour or three.
Or play any shows for that matter.
Yeah.
Right.
So we've kind of pushed back. We have 3 ideas, 3 pretty workable ideas for songs off of the forthcoming album that can be made into videos. You know, if we're lucky enough to grab a label that wants to actually give us money to make a music video, which is, you know, kind of an impossible figure in 2021. But just in case they do,
Wait, we get money to make videos?
Wait.
What does that mean? I don't understand this foreign term. What?
Yeah, well, I mean, what's great, I think, is that you've proved that you don't need, you know, it's like, forgive me, I'm going to quote another movie again, but in the movie Bowfinger with Steve Martin, he says that he saved $1,200 and they can make a movie. And his cameraman says, movies just cost $1,200. And he says, yeah, all movies cost $1,200. And then they pour in millions in marketing. So
Yeah, there you go.
there you go. I mean, at $200, that's all you really need, max. Especially if you've got,
Oh yeah, lots of really, really good friends.
yes. Well, yeah, I mean, that helps across the board. But yeah, again, let me continue to plug those of you out there who haven't seen the video yet that we've been talking about, which feature the 2 floating faces in front of me. Then you should definitely, I'm not going to tell you to put this interview on pause, but as soon as it's over, go to YouTube and watch the video. I mean, it's really incredible considering that you guys, you know, it's like a DIY project. You know, I would have easily said it could have been a studio involved. But the video is called "Don't Fail Me." It's also the name of the song, and there are other videos on YouTube you can get to check out as well. And hopefully there'll be more puppetry coming up in future videos, which I'm excited about. I know Heather probably is as well.
Yeah.
But,
And I'm excited. I'm excited that you have a record coming out, like a vinyl record. I definitely will be picking that up for sure. And so I can't wait till that comes out.
in the meanwhile, we have our Don't Fail Me EP available, which is the song that's the music video, 3 really gloriously sounding live tracks, and a very cool remix by the band Lament City Street of our Don't Fail Me song, which they've dubbed as Hailed. We were supposed to meet up with them in the West Coast for our fall tour. We had planned out.
Alas, that failed.
That failed. But
Can you-
so enjoy our new EP Don't Fail Me now on digital, on compact disc digital, on analog, on traditional cassette tape.
I think we may only have like maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 left.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so
Two or-
run.
You have 2 or 3 CDs left or bundles left?
We sold out of the bundles, so we have no bundles left. But no, we have about 2 or 3 cassettes
Oh,
left.
cassette.
Yeah,
Okay,
we still have a handful of CDs.
okay. And that's on Bandcamp.
Yes.
Which
We
I,
also have laser engraved bullets on Bandcamp. In case you need pendants, yes. So in case you need a killer bullet pendant, cowboy caliber.
yeah, I mean, every morning I wake up and I say to myself, when do I not need a bullet pendant? And I just posted the Bandcamp link onto the Facebook chat. So if people want to get bullet pendants or cassette tapes or anything else, they can find them on Bandcamp. And yeah, I'm excited, as Heather is, that there's going to be a vinyl coming out by the end of the year. Heather is quite the vinyl aficionado, and so anytime I hear that there's vinyl coming out, I always think, great, she can add to her collection.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always looking to add to my vinyl collection.
As you can probably tell from her wall, she's got quite the collection.
And if in the interim, if you need something to tide you over, we still have probably, I think we have 4 copies left of our first LP on vinyl. So
Okay.
just in case, we're here to just force people to buy things and strong arm people into buying things.
Our used car salesman voice. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? It looks really good. A new vinyl record, a new Dead Register shirt, a new Dead Register bandana, and a new Dead Register bullet pendant, and
Idol!
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I have a vision of somebody's significant other yelling at them tonight, asking why they're wearing a Dead Register shirt, holding a Dead Register vinyl with a Dead Register bullet pendant, and the person saying, "The floating cowboy head told me to buy it."
you must consume. You must consume.
All right, yeah, no, I love whenever there's a They Live crossover, but that's yeah. I may have to check out the bullet pendant for myself. And I actually had my own coffee made a few years ago. There was a company where you can select like a flavor profile if you want it to be like heavy or light, dark roast, light roast. So maybe there could be a Dead Register coffee at some point.
That's something that is in the plans. We're
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
There's
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you obviously you're on top of the situation, but that there's a lot going on, a lot of ovens, a lot of irons, and a lot of fires.
Yes, and unfortunately, we're going to need to go. ready to get in the oven for April's mom is headed over now actually for Mother's Day.
Oh, we got like half an hour.
Okay.
Well, I think we're probably good for another 10 minutes, so that
Okay.
might time out well
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
on both of our ends. But I mean, aside from the music on Bandcamp, merch on Bandcamp, the video that people can watch, the music that people can listen to, you've got a new album that will hopefully come out by the end of the year. Are there other things you want to talk about or mention that people should be on the lookout for?
Outside of plugging our current EP, that's our goal with these wonderful puppet booth spaces. We're still trying to plug this hard and get it into people's eyes and ears and have them over until the new LP comes and hopefully make some new fans in the interim.
Yeah. We may have a little live video coming up, possibly.
Yeah, Private Press Shirts who helped us with our make our bundles for this EP. We are tentatively scheduled to play 3 songs live in their screen printing shop very shortly. TBA.
So yeah, we got that in the works. I'm also been working on a small making of video for the puppet video. So in case the 5 super nerds who actually care, there's going to be a few minute video of how it was made.
Cool. So, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of stuff for everyone, and then the diehards, there's stuff for them to look forward to. I guess you can count at the after today, you can certainly count me amongst the people who you can put on the diehard list that's looking forward to the behind the scenes stuff. But also just excited that you've got music that's available now, music that I can look forward to, music that I can share with everyone. And hopefully what's great is that this will be archived on the group. So if people haven't been able to watch this live, then they'll be able to watch it in the future. And hopefully you'll sell out of all of your stuff.
That would be nice.
We love having to reprint physical media. So yes.
Yeah.
And we love marking things as sold out on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
It's a nice feeling.
Yeah, that I bet that is a good feeling. How long have you been making music together?
Officially, we started in 2013. And shortly thereafter, realized that
We sounded way too much like Godflesh worship.
no, it was ridiculous. Oh wow, you guys sure do like Godflesh, don't you?
Yeah.
Like let's put some live drums in and find our voice a little bit better. More. And
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. I've been trying to come up with an easy way to kind of describe the music. So my go-to is usually to go to Bandcamp and read the summary. But the first sentence is Dead Register is a genre bending. And then, I was like, okay, well, that's going to be, so people out there who are looking for great music that's genre bending, look no further than picking up some Dead Register. And there's some stuff left. So run, don't walk. I'll go into my best used car salesman voice now. What can I do to put you in this 1972 Dodge Stratus and get some Dead Register on the radio?
And get it before it gets marked sold out. Get it
the
before
penguin
that
says,
sold
"Pick
out.
up now."
Yeah. So come on down to Happy Hour with Heather and Guest. Well, you'll hear some of the behind the scenes secrets with members of Dead Register, and learn the tricks to making a good cup of coffee. And yeah, and pick up the music. I mean, that's really all I can say. At the end of the day, it's good music, great merch, great videos. So,
Thank you.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm always, you know, again, I don't want to speak for Heather, but I will use the we as in the royal we. We are always happy to have, you know, to have great artists on the show, you know, to give people a platform to get new fans. So hopefully this will be a success.
It already is.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want
What
to
a-
thank you. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. I really appreciate it.
No, we
Pleasure is ours.
thank you for booking this months ago and giving us something to look forward to for May. It's been a total pleasure and treat to chat with both of you guys about things and stuff and coffee and pizza and wow, I'm sure I need to brush my teeth. Yeah,
That is not a part of our beauty treatment.
yeah,
We forgot the toothpaste.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's been great speaking with both of you, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. And thank you so much. And for those of you out there watching or listening, definitely pick up some stuff from Red Dead Register and check out their videos.
Yes.
All right. Well, have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you have 1 second after you switch off live at the video, we love to just chat with you.
So can you say that again?
If after the live video switches off, if we can still chat.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye.